Hi there, everybody. Shane Monday here for the youreferus.com American Home Performance vertical. This is the vertical where all the trade specialists in the youreferus.com platform fit in. So this presentation is directed primarily at the energy auditors, which are our BPI and ResNet raters, and the trade specialists. So windows, siding, roofing, kitchen, bathroom, flooring, all the other trades that are included in our total home performance holistic approach are all members of the American Home Performance Group. So if you're a contractor looking at this as it's opening up in your market, this presentation is for you. We start off talking about our raters and our auditors because the program was developed to start with energy auditors and home performance analysts in each market and build the home performance teams around them. So lead folks, raters, BPI analysts, one of the problems we have in our industry is most people don't know who we are. That has been a problem for a while. And when they are exposed to us, they don't know what it means, don't understand what it means possibly, don't know why they need to have an energy auditor involved, not sure how to find us if they do. So those are things that we're correcting with the youreferus.com program. After all that, let's say that they do end up finding us, and we meet with them and we give them the presentation after we've done the audit, and we say, well, you need to have air seal and insulation done and a tune up on your HVAC system, and you could possibly use some new windows, and here's your report, and good luck. We leave them in what we call the valley of death. They just don't know where to go, so they have the paralysis of analysis, if you will, and a lot of times it would stop right there. That's another thing that the American Home Performance Group, youreferus.com platform fixes. It makes those connections that before were kind of more arm's length and not being made. So internally, then we had our own problems and still do. Don't have established consistent revenue streams for a lot of our auditor friends, and serious cash flow growth and profitability issues because of all the hit and miss opportunities in the marketplace. If there's not a program going on with a utility, if there's not a low-income weatherization program, a lot of times energy auditors just can't stay busy full-time. With all that training and all that expertise and all the background, the passion and the love for the building sciences, isn't it a shame that we just can't stay busy consistently? And that's another big problem that these home performance teams will fix. So the solution obviously is American Home Performance Group being a part of this program and the youreferus.com platform. So it's free for analysts, auditors, raters to join, and also the audits are free. So that's the one exception in our program. When a consumer requests an energy audit to be done, there's no charge, there's no 10% fee for that. Having the home performance auditor in the home meeting with the homeowner is one of the major things we want to accomplish in this program. So we want you to be in the house with the homeowner, explaining building sciences, have them understand that you are the primary care physician for the home, and that all the trade specialists that work in our teams are conscientious and aware of that as well. So this program, if you will, was developed by auditors for auditors. However, in our program, we call ourselves home performance analysts because it's not just about energy. It's about creating safe, healthy, comfortable, efficient homes across America. It's about total home performance, and that's why we are calling these home performance teams. So we have one simple message to homeowners. We build teams to surround our analysts. We support charities and nonprofits. We have consistent revenue streams for all involved, and we give peace of mind to the homeowner clients. So how does it work? This is the beginning of the rest of the presentation for everybody that's not an auditor or was put to sleep by the initial introduction to my auditor friends. But what we're going to cover in the rest of the presentation is the new home improvement industry, overview of this program with the specifics that you've all been waiting for, what's in it for you as trade specialist contractors, how to participate, what does it cost, and then getting started in next steps. By the way, there should be other YouTube videos available surrounding this one that you can click on, like the Manifesto Part 1 and 2, how to join online and things like that. So if you need any more information, please look for those videos. If you search youreferus.com in the YouTube box, they should all come up. So, home improvement industry. The home building, improvement, remodeling industry is a $300 billion plus industry annually. It's one of the largest and most fragmented industries in the United States of America. If you think about it, anybody that sells products for, builds, works on, and around residential, light commercial properties, all of us are part of this $300 billion industry. That includes builders, GCs, interior, exterior, HVAC, green contractors, weatherization, raters, auditors, manufacturers, suppliers. We're all part of this industry. Thanks to the emerging building sciences, energy efficiency, and the green revolution, the entire industry of home improvement is being rolled up into one group. Just like we did with cars back in the late 70s, the Department of Energy, in conjunction with ResNet and Lawrence Berkeley Labs, are developing the Home Energy Score. It's kind of like miles per gallon for your car, but for your home this time, where you can see, hey, how efficient is this house? So imagine in the very near future, as homes are being sold and transferred from person to person, you're going to have a sticker which you'll be able to know that this house, exact same size and real property acreage is this one, but this one's more valuable because it uses less energy. That's what the Home Energy Score is designed to be doing. Remodeling also as an industry is going the way of other industries that preceded us as far as insurance, legal, medical, becoming more scrutinized, systemized, routinized, standardized, legalized, and therefore also monetized. So you're seeing a lot of structure coming into the industry now. As with those industries that we mentioned, it's great news for those of us in front of the wave who get on board, learn the new rules, line up our business models properly, and engage and embrace the new path. And likewise, unfortunately, for those who don't, for those who are watching this video and don't pay attention and don't get on board and don't get in front of the wave, it could be very, very bad for your business. So the new path that we're on is kind of like a giant funnel, and the entire remodeling and home performance industry is being forced through this funnel, and the funnel is called the house as a system. So here's a graphic to kind of demonstrate that. If you take all of the trades, and I couldn't fit them all on this page obviously, but building, plumbing, solar, kitchens, energy audits, air seal, insulation, windows, interior, and there's 420 others. Force them all through this house as a system funnel. And what's coming out on the other end is what we call the new remodeling industry. So no longer do any trade or specialties work on their own apart from all others. We are now all connected. Solar and roofing, for example, if you're going to consider a roofing project, it's time to also consider the solar panels and how that might tie in and what you could do now with your new roof to incorporate solar later. Vice versa, if you're going to do solar now, you need to look at your roofing. And if you're going to do your roofing, it's a good time to think about the insulation in your attic because, again, the house acts as a system. And if you're going to take a look at your insulation, it's time also to think about the air seal because when you have air sealed attic plane, your insulation is going to work a lot better for you. Also, what does air seal do for your geothermal? If you've ever heard anybody say that their geothermal system doesn't work very well, maybe it's because they have a lot of leaks in their home. A very leaky home will give you a not so great geothermal system. It's kind of like putting in the most efficient system you ever could and then leaving your doors and windows open all year long. So then also just other things, looking at the house as a system and home performance, you think about, well, I'm going to put geothermal in the backyard. Maybe I should hold off on doing my landscaping until they bring all the heavy equipment back there and dig holes 2,000 feet deep to the core of the earth. Because that would certainly destroy some of your landscaping, I'd imagine. Also, we look at HVAC and indoor air quality. So all of these things tie together, and each action can have an equal and opposite reaction in your home. So it's very important that we all understand what all of the trades do, what being on a home performance team means, and how we can all work together to get future projects completed and have everything done in the right order. So the new funnel focuses not just on your trade or specialty, but also on health, safety, comfort, energy efficiency, and then on our specific trades and specialties. So the new National House as a System funnel is called Home Performance, and congratulations to my contractor brethren. Whether you knew it or not before, you are now involved in the home performance industry. So welcome aboard. So let's talk about home performance for a minute. There are 5 key components to the home performance industry. Other people call them by different names, but to simplify our thought process, we're going to talk about marketing, customers, trades, products, and reporting. American Home Performance Group then is kind of the 6th component with the youreferus.com platform. It kind of works as a hub. It's something that helps promote the industry, create momentum, facilitate all the transactions, handles the leads and the projects and all the information back and forth, collecting the referral fees, passing them back out. So really facilitating all of the efforts of the group as a whole. American Home Performance Group does not do any of the work. We don't do any of the audits. We just help facilitate everything through our youreferus.com platform. So think of it this way. We're a national business model designed to bring energy auditing, home building, home improvement industries together into the home performance industry in order to offer one simple message to property owners, renters, and homeowners across America. That message is this: your home is a system. Everything is designed to work together, and changing any one of those things in your home can affect any or all other parts of your home and the way that they operate. All of our home performance contractors, our trade members, trade specialists know this and are trained to work together to help homeowners accomplish their home-related goals while still focusing on the house as a system, health, safety, comfort, and energy efficiency. So the house as a system for a moment. We talked about it a little bit ago with the solar and the roofing and the air sealing and the insulation and so on and so forth. But when you think about the house, and if it's designed properly, it should all work very well together as a system. So you see the arrows there where you have airflow coming in and out. As you heat the house, as an example, during the winter, if you don't have the attic clean, air sealed properly, you're going to have warm air escaping into the attic. We've surveyed homeowners in the past in colder climates like Minnesota and Ohio sometimes. And when it's been snowing, we'll ask them, if you have a lot of snow on your roof and your neighbor has their snow melting, whose house is warmer? And they would say, well, the neighbor with the snow melted has a warmer house. It makes sense if you think about it, but it's really bad news. Your roof should be very cold. It should not be warmed from inside. And it doesn't mean you have a warmer house. It means that you're leaking a ton of heat in your attic, which also causes ice damming. So it'll melt and then run down to the edge and then freeze at the gutter, back up underneath the shingles and cause roof damage, moisture into the attic, have to rip the gutters off. So again, understanding the entire house as a system is what we're going to do together in the American Home Performance Group. So think of it like this. Our home performance analysts are the primary care physicians for the home. Just like all of us have a doctor that we go to, and then the doctor will take a look at us, perform a comprehensive checkup on us, like we will your home, your customers' homes, and then make recommendations. So that's how we think about our auditor partners in each market. They're here to work with the trade specialist on these teams. They then create a game plan with the homeowner to accomplish their goals listed by price and by priority. They don't obviously tell the homeowner what to do or that they have to do this, that, or the other, but they give them a very thorough list by price, by priority, according to Building Performance Institute standards and recommendations and guidelines, and also that of ResNet. So after all the problems are diagnosed, the treatments are agreed upon, the specialists, trade specialists, you folks, who specialize in the other disciplines will assist the homeowner in completing those projects. Specialists handle every trade. We've identified 440 different trades, and that's when you're getting down to even very specialized trades. But everything from awnings and bathrooms, kitchens, to roofing, siding, windows, HVAC, anything else in between. I know some of you may say, well, I don't understand how flooring or bathroom and plumbing ties in with home performance, but it does. And that's one thing that we'll be teaching each other and learning about as we move forward in the program together. All right, so let's take those 5 pieces and put them together. So all 5 components, as they come together, we're going to start with marketing. Marketing is the number 1 position in the American Home Performance Group strategy, because lead generation is the lifeblood of any home improvement business. Without leads, you really don't have much else to do. So our team of professional marketers, referral partners, professional and unprofessional, referral partners, fundraising organizations, contractors, trade partners, all of us enroll customers into the program, and it's totally free. Once a member completes a project, then the referral partner, if it is a trade specialist or a charity, church, organization, any group on that level, and you'll see how our levels are laid out in the manifesto, receives 5% of the $250 for every transaction completed by that member every time they do one. So let's say, for example, that member completes a project every year for $5,000. So every year, then you would earn $250 from that member ongoing. So that's how the 5% works. If you're a homeowner customer and you're not involved on the level as a fundraising organization or trade, it's 2% instead of 5%. So customers, they are the life, leads are the lifeblood, only because it leads to customers, right? We can have as many leads as we want. My 20 years experience in lead generation online with all different kinds of programs I've worked in, on, and for. You can have a lot of leads, but if they don't translate into actual kitchen table conversations and then sales, leads don't matter so much. So leads are the lifeblood only because they lead to customers. So our homeowners, renters, property owners, residential, multifamily, all those folks will be involved in our programs through many different channels and getting the word out to them through nonprofits, causes, fundraising opportunities, etc. Once enrolled, that member will be able to receive 3 to 5 bids from American Home Performance Group trade specialists, track their bids online at yourefirst.com, track their projects and report on their experiences, and all that is done online at yourefirst.com. Again, it's free for them, very easy to enroll online, only takes a few minutes. You can check out the Join Us Online 7-minute video on YouTube and be signed up in no time. And then get to use all the services and never pay a fee. The only time a customer spends any money in the program is when they purchase a project from one of our trade specialists. So the trades, as you can imagine, that's our product. The trades folks, are critically important to us. That's why we have a very grueling application process, screening process, background check process. We check customer references, trade references, banks. It's a lot that we do because you're our product. American Home Performance Group trade specialists are critical to this program, so we treat it that way. Begins with the auditors and raters, obviously, but splits up into all the other groups. Everything surrounding a home, anything a homeowner or even light commercial property owner could ever need will be included in our trade specialists on the program. Also, we have utility companies in certain areas we work with, management groups, governmental agencies, trade associations that we work with, like ResNet, Building Performance Institute. In fact, ResNet Energy Smart Contractor training is included with your application fee. You're going to get the full 8-hour online course because it's important to us that you begin your home performance and energy efficiency training now in the beginning with us. So eventually, you'll be required to have some BPI training as well. For now, it's only required of our BPI analysts and envelope specialists who are the auditors, unless they are a ResNet rater. So, how's it work? Well, once you're in the program and the program starts flowing in January, you'll receive the leads for free. They'll come into your dashboard at yourefirst.com. You'll log in every day, see the leads that you have come in. Meet with the homeowner. Only one lead goes at a time, so we call it limited exclusivity. We'll talk more about that later, but it's just you and that homeowner until they decide that they need another bid. One thing in our message to our homeowner and member clients is that we've done a really good job of screening our trade professionals. Our trade specialists and our auditors are a team, and they don't need to get multiple bids. Not to say that they can't. We'll allow up to 5 specialists in any trade in any given territory. Our goal is 3. We'd like to have homeowners get no more than 3 bids and also get one at a time, so it's kind of like getting up to bat at baseball. If through our proprietary software, we make a great match based on what the homeowner told us they wanted and what our trade specialists have told us who they are, and we have a great match right out of the gate. A lot of times we'd encourage and hope that that would be the first and only meeting the homeowner would need. However, you can have multiple bids up to 5. So you get the lead for free, and then let's say after you meet with the homeowner and the project is completed and collected, you pay 10%. Now that's capped at $500, and I'll direct you to the manifesto, probably page 2, phase 2. It's probably called youreferus.com Manifesto Part 2 on YouTube. It's got the pay structure in there. If you saw a $5,000 job capped at 10%, your fee is $500 back to the organization. Keep in mind that after, let's say, for example, the charity that one was involved in might get 5 of the 10%, so 50% goes to the charity, and then the rest, the other 50%, half of that could go to the recruiting agent. So a lot of the money goes back into the field in many circumstances just to help facilitate all this happening. So you yourself and some contractors have said to me, 10% is pretty high. Well, it's really not. But if you look at marketing and lead generation costs across the board, like we cover in the manifesto, 10% is an average, and it's not too bad. But if you also assume that you're participating in the program as well, and you're bringing in customers and friends and relatives and neighbors and referring folks, you're going to receive, as a trade specialist, 5% as well. So if you, for every 2 jobs you refer, you have 1 that you pay in, if they all the same dollar amount, it would be a zero cost program for you. All right. So again, pay 10%, capped at $500, and that is after the project is completed. We have manufacturing distributors of home building improvement related projects and services as well that we're talking with and working with in the local markets especially, who are referring their better contractors to us. So you may be watching this because you were referred by someone that you buy a product from. And that's really how we're trying to build the teams. Is we want referrals. We want to know contractors that do good work, that pay their bills on time, that don't create headaches for their suppliers, and therefore won't create headaches for us either or our member clients. And then moving on to reporting. The final piece is kind of like people refer as to the BBB or Angie's List. We do have a reporting function that homeowners, when they're matched with a contractor, they can see the reports from the other homeowners who have used them, like on a scale of 1 to 5, and that's critically important. So we report on the products and the manufacturers as trade specialists. We report on each other from things that we've heard in the field, hopefully positive stuff that we can give a thumbs up here. I referred my neighbor to the program. They bought from an ABC company and they're raving about it. So we all get to report on each other and how the program's going. It's very transparent. And that's important because we want to know that everyone's doing a good job. If you're not doing a good job, you'll see later in the presentation that you'll simply be removed from the program. The other thing about reporting is that it's also mitigated, which means that as reports come through, they go to you first as a trade specialist to review them. If you agree with them, you post them on your account. If you disagree, then we have a mediation arbitration group here at corporate, and we will go through it with you. If it goes well, and we find out that maybe the homeowner misunderstood, was being unreasonable, or you took care of it, everyone's happy, fine, no problem, we'll remove it, as long as everybody signs off on it. If we find out that you as a trade specialist have been unreasonable and haven't taken care of the problem, we'll help you understand how important that is. We'll help you understand how to make it right, and if you don't, you'll be removed from the program. Okay, so basically what we've got is a comprehensive one-stop home solution at youreferus.com with all the contractors in the American Home Performance Group. Talk a little bit more now about the specialized nature of your position. Now, if you look at the other presentations that we put together for the average user of our program, you'll notice it's always free for everybody, except for our trade specialists. There is a lot of due diligence and things that go on, but there's also a lot of support that we give to you for being part of our team. It's really critically important that we spend time together, learning, training, teaching, coaching, making sure everybody's on the same page. So because you're the anchor position, you are a different position than anybody else enjoys in the program. And here's what you get. Limited competition. Obviously, if there's only 3 to 5 of you in a county, that's pretty good. So we're going to refer all of the members every time that your trade comes up to one of you 3 or one of you 5, one at a time. So the competition is limited. There may be 75 or 100 folks in our county that do what you do, but you're going to be one of the 3 or 5 that is referred out. It's no risk lead generation, which is pretty awesome if you think about it. For those of us in my 20 years in remodeling before I became a BPI analyst and proctor trainer, to have no risk leads was something I dreamed of. I had always wished for the yellow pages, which back in the day, you might remember we used to use the yellow pages, and they would come to my office and say, hey, buy this ad, front page ad, this, that, or the other. And I would always say, you know what? How about if I do $1 million in sales out of the yellow pages, I'll pay you 10%. And they would always laugh. But I thought, boy, wouldn't that be great? So that's what we have here. It's no risk lead generation. You get the leads for free, and only if you complete a job and collect it do you ever pay that percentage. We have a plug-and-play referral program. We'll cover it more in detail later. But this is one of the most interesting parts of our program. If all that you got was the plug-and-play referral program, it would really be well worth being involved. Again, we'll go into detail later, but it's a way that you can capture customers, friends, neighbors, acquaintances, and not only them, but everyone they refer for thousands and thousands of people in your program. And anytime any of them needs something that you do, you're the first one referred to them every time. It's called parenting, and it's in our terms and definitions. So very cool part of the program. Also, ongoing training and support, as I mentioned, that's something that every week we're going to have all kinds of information available to keep everybody on track, free webinars, seminars, recordings like this that you can watch. And then the customer feedback and reporting, something that you'll get along with third-party credibility, which is built in there as well. So what this really does is gives our auditors and our BPI analysts and raters some more consistency in their revenue streams, growth potential by working on these teams, and it gives you, the trade specialist, a way to quickly and easily plug into the cutting edge of the green industry of home performance. Now you're right in the center of it. You're heavily involved. So, what's in it for the analysts? Same thing, only 3 to 5 per trade territory. Separate yourself from the competition, and badge third-party credibility. All of our trade specialists and analysts get badges. For the analysts, a little bit different. As I mentioned earlier, there's no fee even for the audits. Now, any work that results from the audits, like if you're an analyst and you're on our team and you also do air seal insulation, you'll pay the 10% for that. But for the audit itself, there's never a charge to you. We want you to be able to offer audits to all of the homeowner members for whatever you need to charge. If it's $50 or $500, that's up to you, and we're not going to take a percentage of that. So that is the one thing that is exempt from the commission structure. Again, no risk marketing program for everybody, and no fee on direct customers. That's another way you can look at lowering your percentage of marketing costs in this program, is that if you do a good job for Mrs. Jones and she tells her neighbor Betty to call you directly, there's no fee for that. And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one is Mrs. Jones referred Betty, and if Mrs. Jones chose not to go through our program to refer her, then we don't have to pay Mrs. Jones a referral fee. And so since we're not on the hook to pay somebody a referral fee, we don't need to charge anything from you. We just need, when the projects come through our system, there are people on the other end, sometimes up to 75% of that referral is due to other folks. So when it comes through our system, we have to collect the fee. If it comes directly to you as a result of our system and there's no fee involved, we're okay with it. So the plug-and-play referral program, all the folks that you meet, that you've ever met, if you're at a trade show or you've got previous customers that they bought from you once, like for example, my family sold windows for 20 years. Usually if they bought windows from us at a certain home one time, they may not buy windows again because it's a lifelong, installation. But they were customers of ours. So, we would market to them for a few other trades we did, but why not sign them up in this program? And if they want to do anything outside of the few trades that we did, they could use the program and we get 5% for everything sold. So the other 431 trades that we didn't do, we would now have an opportunity to open up and earn commissions on those things. So we're going to get 5% on direct referrals, those frontline folks that we bring in, sign up directly, connected to our company for life. If they all do a project every year, you get 5% every year on the projects they do. You also, they'll get 1% on the folks that they refer for 3 more levels. And when you do the math on that, it's kind of fun. Help you leverage cause marketing locally, get you in front of churches and charities and school fundraising projects. We do that all together. But it's a great way to get our program out there, which brings business to you as one of our 3 to 5 key contractors. And help you stay in front of your customers and their referrals for life. Again, if you think about it, the software platform is amazing. I know some of you have your own referral programs, and you probably think they're great. May send out a newsletter once a month or what have you. But this is helping people understand that when they need any type of home performance, home consultation, home improvement, they're going to go to youreferus.com and they're going to log into their account. They're going to ask for assistance with a project of some sort, windows, siding, kitchen, bathrooms, flooring, roofing, you name it. And they may have forgotten about you. No offense. I know that we think our customers only think about us all the time, and they're only our customers. But I know a lot of my customers had other companies they had purchased from in different trades in the past. The good thing about this is at the very moment when that person is looking for what you do, you're the only one referred to them because you're the parent of that organization. So because you started that organization and it may have grown to 40,000 people in 4 years, it's not unlikely. Any one of those 40,000 in the trade territories that you operate in, if they type in that they need your service, you come up. That is very exciting. I'll let you think about that for a moment as you understand and digest the power of that. It's why we say here, it'll help you stay in front of your customers and their referrals for life. It puts you right in front of them at the very moment they need your services. Okay. I think I've beat that long enough. So here's an example of what it would look like. This applies to you as a trade specialist, to you as an energy auditor, building performance analyst, home performance analyst, and applies to you as a trade, a charity, fundraising organization, anybody that's on this level directly underneath our agents. You get 5% on everybody you refer to the program, whatever they do for life. Then they have friends, neighbors, relatives they refer. Well, they get paid on that, and then you also get paid 1% on their friends, and then so on and so forth. So you get paid to that 4th level. We have free monthly educational webinars, templates, help you put together videos, all kinds of things to promote the program. Free access to presentations, online videos like this one, and others that'll probably even be way better than this one. And free database marketing. So we'll help you do all of that to help you grow your referral program and your cast of referral members. Mitigated reporting we talked about. You'll be ranked against the other elite contractors where we all want to have a friendly, congenial, but also competitive environment where we want to know who's doing the very best. So whoever accepts the most leads, completes the most jobs, does the best work, has the highest ranking, there will be benefits there for you as well. Not only that, bragging rights. And eventually, our round robin software will prefer the ones who do a better job, and they'll get more leads on. You also will know where you stand. If your ranking falls too low, we will have a friendly conversation about that, and if it doesn't improve, you will be removed. Okay, just some examples of where we're headed. We're developing the final phase of our online software right now, but you will have a dashboard where you'll be able to go online and check out your accounts, the referrals that people that you've brought in, projects that you've contracted with your customers, appointments coming up, bids, completions, all that kind of good stuff will be available to you in kind of an Excel format. We won't let you forget a single thing. We've got about 23,000 different key tags and other connections made in our software that will help you quickly understand step by step the process, and it just kind of keeps reminding you that, oh, we need this information, click on this, go here. So there's not a whole lot that you have to do other than just respond to our prompts. We also have badges available with your company name and approval from us, and those are not designed yet. Again, the program doesn't launch till January, but right now we are envisioning badging at least the main person at the company that joins us, and then any sales folks or folks you have in the field that come into contact with our members. So, in wrapping up, how do we create these teams and who are we looking for? We're not trying to recreate the wheel. We're bringing in established companies into our group market by market. So one reason you're watching this presentation is because someone referred you to us, because they think you're a good and established auditor or contractor. We're not looking to bring in and create new folks. Looking for 3 to 5 of the best in each market segment to work with. We will teach and instruct you as a trade specialist on what you need to know, how to be able to approach the house as a system with regard to your specific trade. So don't worry about that. That's part of our job, to bring you all along as a team so you can work properly on your team. Right now we're filling up trade territories. We're doing a pre-launch in Maryland, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Virginia, DC, and Rhode Island, because in January 2014 we'll be launching. We need to have at least one really good contractor in each trade specialty before we launch an area. So that means we'll have about 40 to 50 trade specialists minimum per market. We've already got some spots filled up in each market, but really looking for folks to raise your hand, get your application in, and let us know who you are so we can get you vetted and checked out and get those filled up. Home performance analyst, like I said, there is no fee to join. You can reserve your trade territories now. Fill out the short application background check on the website. It says paid membership $4.95. Just click on that, fill it in. When we call you, you will be placed in the auditor categories at no charge. If you do other work, air sealing, insulation, things like that, that's a trade specialty. There's a $4.95 charge because we have to vet those projects and make sure that you've got good customer references out there. There's a 2-step process here, which we cover on the Join Us Online. You can do that later. But just get the application filled out first. There's no charge to fill it out, and we'll take it from there. Trade specialist, once you get your application filled out, you'll pay, and that will reserve your trade territories for you. Again, the background check, if that comes back and it doesn't look so great, you get your application feedback. And then upon acceptance of application, passing a background check, you'll be able to submit your due diligence, or what we call approval application. There's no charge for that. So again, no application fee for either trade specialists or auditors. At that point, we'll go over kind of a little bit more about your business, more of the fun stuff, and business consulting, and make sure that you're a great fit for us. Otherwise, of course, also your application fee will be refunded. Also includes a ResNet Qualified Energy Smart Contractor training. It's by Green Training USA. You can go to Green Training USA and check it out. It is a free course right now on the website, and you could actually start taking it right now. Great information, something that was developed about 5 years ago by ResNet, and that's when we were building home performance teams across the country with this concept in mind. There's no deposit for auditors who perform only audits. There is, though, a deposit for trade specialists once we get started, because, again, people are relying on you to pay your fees for the referred project. So when a project is completed and collected, that's reported on the software. We deduct the referral amounts and pay them out from your deposit. Then you're notified and have to replenish the deposit. If you don't, then your account's frozen. You get no more leads until the deposit's replenished. That's how it works. So essentially, you're paying one maximum of one fee up front, and that's the way that works. That doesn't have to be paid until your program's about to go live in your area, and we'll let you know that when it's about to happen. If for any reason you leave the program, within 90 days of leaving, we'll make sure all the jobs are completed and everybody's been paid, and we will reimburse the remainder of your deposit. So feel free to contact us. Go to youreferus.com or AmericanHomePerformanceGroup.com. Right now in the pre-launch, they're both the same website. I'd like to answer any questions you have right there. Or you can contact me directly, shane.m@AmericanHomePerformanceGroup.com. And we look forward to working with you, answering your questions, and talking to you real soon. That's it. Thank you so much for listening. Take care. Bye for now.